The relationship between an artist and a manager is so integral. It's similar to an artist and a producer. These are people that are literally an artist's foundation. And we see time and time again where, for example, artists don't actually value their managers enough. And also that's the reason why you see a lot of discrepancies happening. A lot of falling out, a lot of the manager didn't do enough for me or this and that, etc. Now, I saw an interview. I've actually watched it in entirety. I can't lie to you. I skipped ahead. I'm so sorry, guys. But when I watched this interview, it was my first ever interaction or me ever seeing this guy called Donovan, right? He is actually Thames' not only business partner, but also manager. And there's certain people in life that when they speak, you have to, I can't lie, just shut up and listen because this guy knows his stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's one of the people that when I listened to what he was saying, I was like, bro, I need to generally meet this guy. Let's understand the mindset that it takes for an artist and also a manager to have in order for them to create synergy that works and births, you know, great artists such as Thames, so on and so forth.
It is state reality episode.
Yeah.
When you manage an artist, first, I want to understand why you choose the artists you choose.
Yeah.
And then when you manage them, what does management means to you?
Yeah.
Why you choose the artist and what does management mean to you in relation to that artist?
100%. So apart from the quality of the music, right? And like I said, when I say quality, I mean the message. Like you have to be saying something. And not just saying something in a way that is generic. I can hear this from another person. Something that is authentic to you in a way that when I listen and look at you, I'm like, oh, I believe you. So that's the first thing that attracts me to you, right? Well, then what makes me take you on board and say, okay, let's do this together? It's really your character, right? Yeah. Talent. God has blessed Nigeria with talent. Like you can see, if you come out of your house now and go to the streets, you can see talent, especially musical talent.
Listen, guys, when I was in Nigeria, I miss Nigeria so much. When I was in Nigeria, bro, that place, I know I'm biased. Like, I put my hands up, I'm biased. Nigeria is a blessed land of individuals, but unfortunately, due to one or two things, I don't want to get into it. It's just, the situation is just so sad. Do you know what I'm saying? But in terms of the talent that God has blessed that country with, doesn't even make sense. And I know it sounds so biased, but when I tell people that, look, Nigeria has some of the best ever in every single industry and every single thing, etc. I'm not saying it because I'm biased, I'm saying it because I generally believe it to be true. But anyways, I know bare people probably kicked off and saying, this guy, he's pro, do you know what I'm saying? But shout out to Nigeria, man, like, God bless that place. But again, hope it gets better. Can't lie, man.
Right? But what is rare is character. And our country also facilitates that.
It's facts. Like, outside of obviously the Nigerian thing that I literally just said as well, I find that in the entertainment field, it's because business at whole is full of people that are like tricky, corny, snaky, all that type of stuff. Is business, isn't it? In entertainment though, it's one of those ones where you just don't know who's mad and who's not. Kind of vibe. You can pour energy and attention into someone, try to build, an infrastructure, etc. And then you just don't know because you were probably basing your expectations, etc., based on their talents and things like that, but their character wasn't necessarily there. I definitely recommend that whenever you want to work with someone, etc., I always even say to artists, like, when it comes to even working with me, bro, like, look at my character. You know what I'm saying? Of course, maybe you enjoy the way I record your vocals, maybe you enjoy the way I produce your songs and I direct you and motivate you and educate you within the music game. But if you want to work with me long term, be like, look, do I see this guy in my long-term plan or is he just a temporary kind of thing? Same thing you need to do whenever you're picking people into your team. Make sure that you are working with people that you see past just their talent. Talent's everywhere. Like, let's be very, very raw. Anyone can make music. Anyone can, just decide to become internet famous just by being consistent on social media. Anyone can do so many things. But in terms of integrity and character, especially in today's day and age, it's rare, bro. It's a rare sight. So it's very, very important that that's the case. And I appreciate what this guy's saying.
If you just look around in Nigeria, everybody's hustling. And they it's hook or by crook. Do you understand? I must get it.
When survival mode.
Survival mode, you understand? Yeah. So as a result of that, it's hard to find character. It's hard to find integrity. It's hard to find competence. People that will show off even if there's no money for the day. Show up, rather, even if there's no money for the day. It's hard to find that, right? And you see Thames, bro, there's something Thames did that made me actually say, I don't want to do a managerial contract with you. Let's do a company. So when she asked me and I eventually agreed, right? I said, okay, I'm going to send you a contract, sign it, blah, blah, blah. We had already verbally agreed for everything. I thought at this point in time, when you present people to artists is always tricky.
Mm-hmm.
But she was chasing me to sign my own part. And I'd never experienced that before. So, have you signed it yet? Have you signed it? Please, we need to start moving. We need to start moving. Like, I'm like, yo, you don't mind signing paperwork? I'm like, hold on. Let's not do this. I said, you're someone I can work with for life. Let's start a company. And mind you, prior to this, Thames and I were friends for about 3 months and we never spoke about working together. Like back then when I was doing my podcast, my WAC podcast, she would just be sitting down.
That's funny. The thing is, like, ever since watching this video, I went to go watch some of the podcasts, and some of the game he's even spitting in there is insane. Do you know what I mean? Bringing on some real heavy hitters in the industry, and they are really giving game in the podcast. I wish the audio was amazing there. Like, I can't lie. I know how it is though. Like, even me recording these videos on a daily basis, I kid you not, guys. I recorded 3 videos early today. I went on to edit them, and then it's looking Iggy. I'm thinking, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's not easy. It's not easy recording content and being consistent in it. So I hear what he's saying, but therefore tune into them as well. Can't lie.
While me and my cousin are talking, she was sitting down watching TV, and then obviously she wasn't financially buoyant in any capacity. You understand? In fact, when I met Thames, I think she only had like, if I say this one, this would be clip dates. Well, I'll say it. She only had like 200 naira in her account.
Whoa.
Yeah. And then I had a production company. So if I had money, I'll just, buy food. But then another thing that shocked me was even though she didn't have money, she would order food for us. So the little money she would get, she would order toasties or stuff like that. And she didn't have money. Like she didn't even have a way of earning, right? So I just realized that, man, this girl is different from everyone I've seen in Nigeria. Mind you, I wasn't thinking music space because I was out of the game, right? After a month, so I was like, yeah, I'm done. So when she was chasing me to sign paperwork, I was like, okay, you know what? This model can't work for us. Let's start a company, right? And then this girl told me, actually, I just registered a company randomly and it's just been there. I said, what's the name? She said, Leading Vibe. I said, we're changing the directors.
Oh, she registered.
She registered to us, but she did, like, she just registered a company with no real idea of what that would be. You understand? She just had the idea in her mind when she sang Mr. Rebel and she said, I am the Leading Vibe. And she just decided to register the company.
He artist, yeah, man. Sometimes I do like, bro, like, me personally, being an artist is like, the mentality that these men have is just completely separate from everyone else. Like, these guys are not normal people. Do you get what I'm saying? Even me as a creative, like as a producer, fam, I look at myself sometimes and I can just imagine when people look at me producing and when I'm in my element, in my Zoom, like, bro, like they're thinking, what's this guy, like, what planet does this guy come from? You know what I'm saying? But artists, let's say as a producer and engineer, there's periods of time in a day where I can tune into that. You know what I mean? I'll get into the zone, I'll get into that flow state and I'll just do the mad thing. With artists, it's like 24/7, they're just on vibes, bro. And I really fuck with it, I can't lie, man. Shout out to Thames, man, I can't lie. And even when they're talking about, for example, starting a business, like, so I'm saying, standing on business, she didn't know, like, it was going to lead to something great, but she had something set up, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. When you speak to a lot of artists, they don't have businesses set up, they don't understand how to, bro, it's sad, man, it's sad. But we'll get there one day, Sha.
I think one of our friends must have told her, I think his name is Kolapo, I'm not sure, but it was registered already. And then when I checked the directors, I saw it was her and just her brother. I was like, and her brother doesn't even live in Nigeria. So I was like, okay. I was like, I also need a co-manager, you understand? Because to rewind, when I wanted to manage Wani, I came with Just Finesse, Just Finesse.
Yeah, I know.
Because I already knew from my mistakes that I need a co-manager.
Yeah.
And, with my old mentality, I was like, I'm the only one that should manage. Man, if you're trying to go global, you need a team. Forget I am the one. If you're doing well, you will shine in your own department. So she was like, actually, it's funny you say that because Wale, and I was like, oh, I know Wale, we go to the same gym. Me and Wale had a conversation, we're all aligned. Leading Vibe was born, and then we started pushing with Try Me. Try Me hits. The rest is history.
And so
You see, when I listen to the stories behind the success stories, beautiful, man. It's beautiful. It's like, how could you ever predict that one or two circumstances or things or decisions you've done will lead to something so great? Do you know what I mean? It's crazy. And hearing that, it's mad. It's like they're all in alignment. They understood that cool. They need each other. They need a team, etc. And it just shows that, look, when people understand the value that they can bring to the table, and not only bring that value, but also understand that, okay, they have a certain amount of value, but they also have a lot of weaknesses as well. They need someone to compensate the weaknesses so they can push forward and elevate. Then you're going to birth something so great. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them ones. But guys, what I'll do, I'll leave the link to this video down below. I'm trying to make these videos around 10 minutes or even shorter. If you guys want longer videos, comment it down below, man. Also comment things you want me to react to. We're building this channel to the moon every single day as it comes. I don't give a damn. If you want to join a community of people that are like-minded, wanting to actually build their music business, learn about marketing, business, how to run ads and all this good stuff, then join the paid community down below. If you want to just join my free communities there as well. Either or, it's just literally about access, right? The people in the paid community, they're going to get certain things, right, that of course in the free community you may not be able to. But other than that, also do me a favor. If you guys really enjoy my content, share it with a friend, make sure to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Still getting used to recording content and saying that thing at the end, but yeah, man, it is what it is.